Hey everybody. Today it's the word with Proverbs 14, and we're going to step right into it. Verse 4. Where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes by the strength of an ox. So, yep, I said we were going to step right into it. Sometimes, if there's, no oxen, the trough is clean, but if, what I get out of it, and what I had revealed to me quite a while ago is, when you're working for the Lord, sometimes the trough gets messy. So things get messy sometimes when you're working for the Lord. So it says, where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes by the strength of an ox. So when things get messy, sometimes, you can still be angry as a Christian. Sometimes you get tired of volunteering without any credit. We're not supposed to do it for credit, anyways, but sometimes we want credit. We're human, we're just regular people that still have a flesh. So sometimes we want the credit. Sometimes we get tired of volunteering. Sometimes when we're working for the Lord, we lose friends. Things get messy sometimes. But if you stay and you continually doing things for the Lord and working for the Lord and trying to live for the Lord, much increase comes. So if you stay with the Lord, if you endure, then, if you don't quit, then that increase comes, It said this much increase comes by the strength of an ox. So you gain strength. And a lot of times that strength is in faith in the Lord, more trust in the Lord, more belief in God. So if you stay, things may get messy, but there is a reward. And it just kind of goes right down with, verse 14, Proverbs 14:14. A good man will be satisfied from above. So, when you're doing some good things, you're going to be satisfied from God. He will reward you. He will take care of you. Verse 23, it says, in all labor there is profit. Now I'm going to go back a couple verses and then we're going to come back to 23. Verse 9 again talks about the upright, how the upright have favor. Proverbs 14:11, the house of the upright will flourish. Proverbs 21, he who has mercy on the poor, happy is he. So sometimes we may not want to be merciful. We may not feel like it, but when we do have mercy, when we still are kind, when we still are uplifting to other people, we're happy. That happiness comes from God. It's just like, you're not always thinking about yourself. So back to verse 23, in all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. Remember in Proverbs 10 we talked about the prating fool, and he just chatters about, things that are judgmental or irrational. He's, just not making any sense. He's just talking and talking about really nothing. So verse 23 clearly states, but idle chatter leads only to poverty. And verse 30, that envy is rottenness to the bones. But verse 33, back to wisdom, wisdom rests in the heart of him who has understanding. So that's why I'm doing the videos, and that's why I hope that you're watching, so that we can hear the word. We're trying to learn about it so that we gain that understanding. So when we have understanding, we have more wisdom, and we can apply it to our life. We can use it in our lives. So I do thank you for hearing the word with me again today. I'm trying to do smaller recaps instead of reading the whole chapters. So today it was Proverbs 14. I really do appreciate everybody being here. I thank you so much. So go on now, have a lovely day, and love while you can.